with Coach Aiden Hanchett. Red Cedar?
Red Cedar, Shoreline FC, and private trainings in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Here we go. The man, the myth, legend himself, the goalkeeper extraordinaire. FCS, NFPL experience a little bit this year, regionals, MISL. What else going on?
Yeah, so I've been playing MASL, MLS the last couple years, FCS futsal, NFPL futsal, all the regional and national tournaments, and hopefully soon CONCACAF when we qualify.
So we want to just basically pick Aiden's brain on one topic in particular, which is using the TACBot, our custom AI, in terms of implementing it in his coaching and game modeling and learning management and learning development for his players. So just wanted to ask Aiden what his experience is on the platform so far.
Yeah, so far I've loved using the TACBot AI. It's helped me tremendously with coaching my youth futsal team at Shoreline SC. From in-game adjustments to watching film and breaking stuff down and learning what works and what doesn't, and being able to adjust from there, and kind of learning somewhat what our opponent wants to do and how to stop them, and just being able to put my team in the best possible opportunities for success.
So, Coach, do you remember the first time you used it, what the context was, what the workflow was, what the idea was, and the implementation?
Yeah, so the first time I used it was for an in-game adjustment, because the other team had a formation that we don't see very often, especially at the younger levels. And I was able to input a scenario in what the other team was doing, and it was able to give some suggestions and break down what that tactic was doing, and it gave me suggestions on how to stop it and how to counter, which I was able to implement with my players, and we went on to win that game.
So you were doing it in real time?
Yes.
Did you have kind of an idea in mind that you needed, or you just sort of grabbed for it out of desperation?
That one was completely out of desperation, and it fully worked, and we were able to implement it, and it broke down what we needed to do and why. And the biggest learning thing was how it is the why we need to do what it was telling us, and exactly how to do it. And we were able to.
So do you remember what it was that you were facing? What happened? I mean, honestly, when we started working on the TACBot, that was one of the first use cases, right? Like when we were seeing new things. Now, 10 years in futsal, we see it all. But when we started seeing new things, we needed to come up with stuff on the spot. Do you remember what it was that was tripping you up, and what the adjustment was?
Yeah, it was a fly keeper with a rotation through the middle, and we got stuck following the ball a little bit and following the man into the middle, which left a wide open shot towards the top of the arc. And when I entered that into the TACBot, it showed us exactly what the other team was doing and how we needed to adjust to stop it. And we ended up being able to put it in, and was able to stop it and counterattack the other team after that.
Great. So, all right. So first one out of an emergency, in case emergency, break glass.
Yeah.
So, what was the next step in terms of a use case or workflow?
So the next one was just kind of teaching our players some game IQ. So different formations, like what they look like, how they're used, where they're effective, where they're not as effective. Was able to kind of get the formation breakdowns and was able to show them to my team, and then we were able to use them in practice a little bit and figure out which one works best for us in certain situations throughout a game.
So is this more to orient like what you're doing as a coach, or is it something that you're pushing to your players? How does that work?
both. So it's helping me a lot as a coach, just kind of learning different things and how to fix the team in certain situations. And then I can also have my team go in asking questions and kind of help them learn the game as the season continues.
So what age groups do you implement this with? When do you start?
So I use it from my U16s all the way down to my U10s.
So how, like, just in terms of the actual mechanics of it, like, are you a guy who's particularly into data analytics or applied AI, or you're more on the soccer side of things?
I didn't think I needed it at first, but the more I use it, the more I learned that maybe this is something that'll really help me in the future, both as a coach and a player.
So, anything else on the kind of lessons learned front? Stuff that may have surprised you about its output, stuff that may have taught you, or lessons that you saw your team learn from the application of the TACBot?
Yeah, so for me as a player, it's really helped me kind of see the game a little bit better. Before I was just kind of playing and kind of just going off of instincts. Now I can basically see what's going to happen before it even happens. Just because I know all these different tactics that these teams are going to use and how to stop them. And as a coach, I really see my players grow, because the younger players may not understand the game as much when they're coming up, but you implement that and it breaks down all the different factors of futsal, and they really gain a lot of knowledge on the game, which has helped us tremendously against these teams that have been playing a lot longer than we have.
Excellent. So, I mean, I guess if you guys have any questions about use cases, what other coaches are using, whether it's, developing players and helping them learn, or helping the coach learn themselves, we're going to put out content like this and give you feedback on how you're using the tech and get back to us. And I want to say thanks to Coach Aiden.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll say bye for now, and like, subscribe, and comment as much as you can. Keep it going.